Welcome back to Christmas Cookie Countdown Day 2, where I will be posting a new Christmas cookie recipe every single day for the next week to celebrate the first week of Advent. Now, if you want to see yesterday's video, they're all going to be linked in a playlist up there. And if you want to stay in the loop with all the Christmas cookies that I'm going to be posting, you can hit the notification bell below. And while you're down there, you might as well hit the subscribe button as well. Now, without further ado, let's get right into our second recipe. Now today we are going to be making Swedish oat cookies. Now these cookies are really thin and lacy and they're just super delicious. So for these cookies you're going to need 150 grams of butter, 250 grams of oats, 100 grams of sugar with a good pinch of salt and cinnamon, 1 splash of vanilla extract, 1 egg, 25 grams of flour, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Now we're going to start by melting our butter on the stove on around medium-high heat until it's completely melted before quickly adding in our oats. Now while our oat and butter mixture is cooling off, we can already go ahead and mix together our egg, sugar, salt, vanilla, and cinnamon until it's nice and fluffy. Now that our egg mixture is nice and fluffy like this, we can go ahead and add in our flour and our baking powder. We'll mix this in really quickly before we fold in our oat and butter mixture. Now be warned, these cookies spread a lot while they're baking, so if you don't space them out enough, you're going to be left with one very large cookie, which obviously isn't what you want. So just make sure to properly space them out, and you want to keep them relatively small as well, because they are going to spread out quite a bit. That being said, I'm just going to use 2 teaspoons to make tiny little dollops, and I'm roughly going for cookies that are like that size. Now I already filled 2 trays, so these are going to wander into the oven that's been preheated to 360 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius, and they're going to bake for about 20 minutes. Now by the 17-minute mark, I'd say give them a quick check because you don't want them to get too brown. And once again, they're going to spread out quite a bit, so just really make sure to space them out. Now while those cookies are baking, I'm going to go ahead and tray up the leftover cookie dough as well. Now when the cookies are fresh out of the oven, they're super fragile and they're still a little bit chewy in the middle. So I recommend letting them cool off on the tray for about 5 minutes before even attempting to transfer them to a cooling rack. And there you go, our crispy Swedish oat cookies. So that's going to be everything for day 2 of our Christmas cookie countdown. If you enjoyed the video, you can give it a thumbs up or write me a comment down below. And as always, the whole recipe is going to be in the description box as well. And I will see you tomorrow for another Christmas cookie recipe.